Writing a winning CV is crucial to landing your dream job on cruise ships. I say that because it is that important step that will make sure that you get a chance to be called for an interview call. Now, I've had a lot of people say, but I've been applying without any success, or no one has contacted me. Now, upon doing research, I have found two major issues around this. Number one, you're going to need experience if you want to work on a cruise ship. Apart from the general workers, which could be, public area cleaning, galley utilities, and deck boys, for almost any position on board, you're going to need experience. So make sure that you know the minimum and meet those minimum requirements before you even start to apply. Number two is what we're going to be discussing today, which is CV writing. Now, what format do you use? How do you get through, the ATS, which is the application tracking software, and how do you actually write that winning CV? Now, stick around till the end because I'm going to show you how I write very quickly a winning CV that is ATS friendly. Now, that's been a lot of talking. First things first, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is 𝐌𝐍𝐓𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐒. I've dedicated this playlist, Work and Travel Overseas, to answer all your questions, give you tips and techniques on what to do to better your journey so you can land your job on working on cruise ships. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Turn on the bell notification icon so you will be notified whenever I post new content. It also really helps with the YouTube algorithm so that we could be able to reach and help more people, and it really keeps the motivation going. Now, without wasting much time, let us go to my laptop where I'm going to take you through the steps and show you how I wrote my CV very quickly so that you could copy me and do exactly the same. In front of me, I've got this beautiful, modern, and ATS friendly looking CV. Now, you might be wondering, what does this ATS do? Now, the application tracking software simplifies the recruitment process. You can imagine how many applications are coming through to the agencies or to the companies. So what it does is it sort of filters out the relevant to the non-relevant CVs. Now, this could be one of the reasons why maybe you have applied before and you haven't gotten any reply, simply because if you do include information that is not relevant, it might, filter out your CV, and you might not even be noticed or be called for an interview. But when you follow this process, you're going to make sure that you increase your chances of being noticed. Now, at the end, I'm going to share with you how and what software I used so that you can be able to copy me and do the same for yourself. Now, this is the second step CV writing of my beginner's guide 7-step process. Now, I'm going to leave a link up on the screen or in the description below so that you can be able to get access to this video. And I'm actually putting together a PDF version or a readable format, depending how I'm going to distribute it, also dedicated to, helping you, where I'm going to be going deeper and more in detail on this 7-step process. Now, let's get to it. As you can see, this is a very simple CV. It goes against what some of us might believe, and have done things before whereby we use 2 pages, 4 pages, or 10-page CV. This is modern. It's a 1-page CV. It is straight to the point, as you can see. Now, the first thing I have there, I've got my nice picture. Make sure that the picture that you use is within a white background so that it can stand out. And I've got my name in nice and bold, big colors there. Next is going to be the contact. In the contact, keep it simple again. Include things like your phone number, your email, and if you do put your address, as you can see here, I used a 1-line address, 123 St. Andrews, South Africa, and that is basically it in terms of your contact details. In education, I've only included, the most relevant to the oldest. And again, make sure that this section will include, only what's relevant to what you're applying for. For example, if you are applying for a doctor's position and in the past, maybe 10, 15, 20 years, you've worked as a chef, simply leave out that. It's not going to be relevant. Only include the latest and of course only relevant information for the position that you're applying for. And as you can see that we've got very limited space here and we want to keep it nice and simple. Next is going to be the skills. Now this is probably one of the most important parts, simply because this will play a huge role in the keyword search that this ATS is going to do. Now make sure that it matches with what they have detailed, and only make sure that you do that by including skills that you have, of course. Now I might do a video taking you through the application process, how I do it, and how I look at what is the job description versus how I compile the CV. It's going to depend, but this is going to play a huge role, like I said. Next is going to be the language. Now language is important because we are working internationally. The most common and basic spoken language is English, as you can see there. Now I've got a basic Spanish as my second language. That helps as an advantage because you'll be working with multicultural, clients, guests, and also colleagues. If you have another language like German or French, by all means include it there. Try not to include languages like Zulu or like Xhosa, Pedi, Ndebele. Mostly people won't know those languages internationally, and it's just unnecessary for your CV. The most important part up next is going to be the objective. This is where you're going to match the skills and actually why you want this job. Now, if I can read really quick for you, I've written here, a leader who has critical thinking skills and creative problem solving. Mr. Sambane is a young, vibrant, and dedicated individual who is looking to step up in his career and bring additional knowledge with prior experience, which can be a valuable asset to the company. As you can see, I am giving them, reasons to know and understand what is it that and why I want this job and what is it that I'm bringing at the end of the day, because that's the only thing they'll be looking for. Your skills and why you are or why you want this job and what you can contribute to this company. Up next and lastly, it's going to be the experience. Now the experience, again, please make sure that you include only relevant experience to the position and job that you are applying for, to keep it simple again, and start with the most recent, as you can see, 2022 to 2024 to the oldest one. Now some people might want to put references there. I don't. I feel it's unnecessary, simply because if they've looked at your CV and you've passed the interview process, they will in some cases send you a link which you're going to fill online with the details of your references, or they might ask to hand them over and email them to them. So this I really don't worry about, simply because, like I said, they will ask when they need it. Now we are done basically with compiling the CV. I want to quickly take you to my browser. I'm on Google, and the software that I'm using is Canva. This is free of charge. You can go to www.canva.com and it's gonna come up like this right there. You can put in the words. You can see I've been searching here, ATS friendly resume, and when you click that, you're going to get a whole bunch of resumes. I'm going to go really quickly, and as you can see there, I'm going to just pick one. Let's take this one, for example. And when you open this, you're going to go to customize this template, and it's going to be very quickly, believe it or not, because you've selected the ATS friendly. Now Canva has already done the hard work for you. All you gotta do is simply edit this thing. How simple is that? And you have your professional looking CV. Now you can go here and play around, change the picture, edit some things out, put your name, whatever it is that you want and the style that you want, to include in your CV. When you are done, you simply go to share, you hit download, make sure that PDF is selected and click, and you are done. How simple was that? And you have this beautiful looking CV like this one right here. It's unreal what one can do with technology these days. Now, when I discovered this, I couldn't believe how simple it was to do all of this. Now, I know that maybe it won't be simple for all of us. So feel free, if you have any more questions, do let me know. I'll be happy to assist. But this has really changed a lot for me. So that is why I thought, okay, let me not keep this information. Let me share it with people that want it so it can also benefit them. Because if you think of a couple years back, I actually had to go to an internet cafe because I didn't even own a laptop to do a CV. I had, to pay either for the internet because if I knew how to do it for myself, I would do it that way. Or if I did not, I would pay, the guy at the internet cafe a certain fee to do these things for me. But nowadays with technology and of course with the advancement, it is this easy, guys. Now, I hope that today's video will and could add some value to you. Take all this information, by all means, use it, because now if you are following my 7-step process, which I'm sharing with people for free, you're going to know that once you are done with the CV writing, now you are ready to apply. You are ready to start going in and look for the jobs. Now, I might be doing a video, like I said, to take you through this application process to show you how simple it is. I might be recommending a couple of agencies, but when I say easy, I'm not meaning that it's just going to be a walk in the park. It's still going to be a process. It's still going to require your dedication and time, and most importantly, patience, because in cruise ships you might get a job that quick, or you might have to wait a long time, depending, of course, on many factors. Sometimes it could be, on your individual situation and circumstance. Sometimes it could be, because of the company, where maybe they don't need people at that time, or if they really need people, or there's a new ship coming. There's a lot of factors that, determine that. But let me know what you think about today's video. If you have any suggestions or comments, like I said, you can drop them in the comment section. I might end up making a video on that. Now, wrapping up today's video, I want you to remember and know that as much as I am trying to help out and guide you, it's all going to depend on you, my friend. You are the one that needs to now put in the work. You need to go out and implement what I've just shared with you today. And of course, I will be happy to assist and guide you along this journey. Now, it's been a pleasure hosting and presenting this video to you today. I wish you best of luck. This is 𝐌𝐍𝐓𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐒 signing off. Until the next one, goodbye, my friend.